Hello, I am at, just at almost at 70% of In the Lives of Puppets, where, yes, I think I talked about the last one. They had encountered the coachman who, yes, turned out to be trouble and imprisoned them, but then hid them when the authority or something like that, the androids that had taken away Giovanni, were searching for them. I hid them away, and indeed came kind of like, wow, you're a human being. That's amazing. You know, that Giovanni was actually managed to be able to do that. And so was able to actually get them a lot closer and then get them into the Electric City, which is where they wanted to go to heaven, where the Blue Fairy is. The Blue Fairy is how Giovanni got out in the first place, and would be the one that would be able to help them in being able to get to Giovanni, possibly to spring him, but it's probably very unlikely. And got them smuggled away. And I think they had Vic and his hunky love interest. It's a very light love interest. I mean, I guess it's maybe an ace love interest. I'm gonna have to look up Ace again, because he keeps on being described as Ace, and I have to look at what Ace means, because they're having kind of definitely heart thumping, chaste kind of a love affair, love, not love affair, love. They make each other comfortable, they excite each other, but it's not like hot and heavy or anything like that. It's chaste. I guess it's like, how do you distinguish Ace from like what would be like very PG YA fiction? Yeah, I'm not quite sure what. So I'll have to look that up. I'll have to think about that. It's because it's good to. It's one of these things that, like, I'm probably as far from Ace as someone could be. So it'd be interesting to see what that actually means to further my understanding of stuff, and whether this is a good Ace representation or not. He is quite possibly the only human being that's left in existence, if that makes a difference between being asexual. I guess you could still be very sexual, but not, just, I mean, he's totally, Vic is totally into Hap, and Hap is not a human being, so there's something going on there. But they have to smuggle themselves in, being in close proximity, which is definitely a romantic scenario, that they like close proximity, locked in a box together, and it's very much Hap calms Vic, who is getting super stressed, claustrophobic, down with his voice and them talking, and then he falls asleep. So, or it fades to black, and falls to sleep. So they are in the city. They have gotten to heaven, which is a place, and they've gone around back and have put the coin in that the coachman gave them, and now they've encountered the doorman, who is a small but kind of menacing figure, which I don't think they do want to mess with, even if he immediately recognizes that a Hap is a harp, which is basically a human eradication kind of device that Giovanni made. They made a whole bunch of harps, and they exterminated human beings from the planet. And then I guess Giovanni came to regret that, and grew Vic, and took him to the forest to raise him. So all very interesting stuff. So yes, they're at heaven, and we're, I guess, going to meet the Blue Fairy. All right, we'll leave it there for right now. How do I feel about it? I'm engaged in it. It's very light. It makes jokes like about, like, basically, robots being sleazy in very human ways, but haha, it's a robot. So it's kind of cute. in that way. I don't know if it's saying much about human beings because, you know, all this stuff is like, we're not talking about robots, we're talking about human beings, but it's being kind of cute about it, I guess is what I'll say. Very cute. And it's passing the time. All right, I will leave it there. More videos later.